Hello, I am Jameson Steed for another Superman comic a day. Today we're on day 7, Action Comics number 7. Superman Joins the Circus, which is actually a pretty apt title. I think we're basically done because that's what the story is. Oh yeah, apparently I have to keep going on. So this comic begins with a character named Curly, who is the Daily Star, not Planet yet, the Daily Star's prankster pulling a prank on Clark. We never really see this character again after this issue. We do get a character kind of like this eventually named Jim Lombard. That's going to be a while from now. This actually has nothing to do with the rest of the plot. I'm just bringing it up because the comic had it, and I'm recapping the comic. Don't blame me. Clark is sent to go report on the circus. He goes to the circus. While there, he hears the owner of the circus, Mr. Jordan, have an argument with Derek Niles, who... I'm kind of unclear who Derek Niles is. Maybe a mobster or racketeer. He seems to be bad because Mr. Jordan doesn't want to work with him. We never make that very clear. He does eventually do bad things in this comic. But at least in this moment, well, he's trying to force himself, so it's a kind of a extortion in this moment. He's not, like, overtly bad for a long time. The circus isn't doing well. There is barely any audience. Niles agrees to help as long as he becomes a partner in the circus. I don't know exactly what his plan or business plan is, but he seems to think he can bring an audience and make money from it. Jordan doesn't want this to happen, and he kicks him out of the office. Clark comes in for his interview with Mr. Jordan. Mr. Jordan tries to pretend everything is fine. Clark goes to the night's performance of the circus, and there's maybe like 5 people there total, so things aren't going well. So Clark has a plan to fix everything. He becomes Superman, and Superman joins the circus. Superman shows off to Jordan the feats he can accomplish, so he's immediately hired in the circus. And we're once again in a comic where people seem to know who Superman is, because when they advertise that Superman is going to be at the circus, a bunch of people show up. I don't know what Derek Niles' plan is, and from what we've been told, he's a bad guy. But Superman's business plan isn't all that great to begin with if the crowds are only showing up to see Superman, and Superman has no plans to stay with the circus. This is a temporary fix at best. As soon as he leaves, there's going to be no audience for the circus. We can't even call this a band-aid. It's a finger in the wound. As soon as it goes away, everything will go bad again. Can we at least hear Derek Niles' plan? Maybe we can use it. The crowds come. Lois, of course, comes because she wants to see Superman. Niles is at the show and is now worried because the audience is there, so he won't be able to co-own this failing circus. So him and his henchman, partner, I don't know who that guy is, decide they're going to screw with the circus to make it fail. Lois is sneaking around to go meet Superman and ends up running into them. This is the second issue in a row where they have to ramp up to the climax where the villain isn't doing anything as bad as murder, but then Lois has to be put in danger for there to be a climax, for us to care, and for Superman to really care. It's not great storytelling, but it's an attempt to a story that doesn't really have much of a story. In its defense, I am 100% behind a story where Superman is just helping people. I don't think of Superman as a guy who needs to fight a villain. I perfectly love the idea of him just doing something out of the goodness of his heart. So helping a failing business. That can easily be a Superman story. Sadly, it's the circus. I don't care about the circus. That is 100% coming from a 2021 hindsight. Still, it's an interesting idea. And I would like to see more of it moving forward. And yes, this is somewhat of the evolution of his character. He's doing something out of the goodness of his heart, because he's a good person. Lois is in danger momentarily. Superman is able to save her. The villains go away. They probably would have never gone to jail if they didn't actually commit a crime halfway through this comic. And the circus is saved. For now. Clark returns to the office where Curly pulls another prank on him, but as Clark walks away, he rips off Curly's clothes. I think we're supposed to not be aware that Clark did that, or that the rest of the audience is not supposed to be aware that Clark is the one that did that. Still, he's doing a real terrible job at keeping his secret identity secret. For a petty reason, too. So that was Superman Joins the Circus. It's not the strongest issue. It's kind of forgettable. I like the ideas, and I would like to see more of this kind of story moving forward. Join me next week when we get into Superman number 8, and we will possibly be getting to our first supervillain. So that's exciting. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to get notifications when the next video goes up. If you want to read ahead in my reviews, go to supermancomicaday.com. You can visit my Twitter at LastNobleSteed, and I'll see you guys next week.